Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Place the Binding Advice AFTERBIRTH Plus. Can we get good mojo on the roll, please? This is a big run. Good mojo on the roll, please. Looking like a back half character. Of course. Had to be done. Had to be done. So we're going to pause. We're going to take a sip. We want to be thoroughly caffeinated. HAWR. Hate to win runs. Losing validates all antiquities. How do you win as the keeper? It's a very simple process. Not easy, but simple. You don't get hit. You leave money on the ground. Any item that gives you the ability to get more money is a dream come true. So we're looking for... Well, deals with the devil are a problem, so we got to focus on deals with the angel if possible as well. But, what am I trying to say here? Swallowed penny from a pot. I gotta say the pot meta doesn't look fantastic so far. 9 volt, piggy bank, lesser tier, fanny pack. If possible though, like the real dream is just getting like an awful lot of damage. If you can do 9 lives as well. If you can ball out of control with just like an outstanding run. Petrified poop is also pretty solid, I think. But if you could ball out of control with an outstanding run, you got very little to worry about. I would love to pick up Steam Sale, and I think we probably will. But, you know, your boy, this is the very definition of new NL, okay? If you want to win with a keeper, you got to do the little things right, and you got to do the big things right. So what are we going to do? We're leaving all the money for now. We'll go back and get it at a later and more relevant point. I'm not taking any of the pills. I'm not joking with you. This one has to be like, I don't want to say perfect, but it has to be real good. I'm also going to do something, you know, debatable here. We don't need the HP from Judgment. The money, you know, we'll take 2 of the cents for now. None of the items that he could have given us were that, or the shop could have given us were that useful in the moment. For this boss fight in particular. And we're just gonna, you know, try to get every single advantage plausible. Now, fantastic news. It is the haunt. But we do have money. Were it not for this money, I might be afraid. Because of this money, I am afraid, but slightly less so. And I should, dude, like, what are we using bombs for? Nothing. Just enjoy life. We got so much money left over to be able to buy things. Okay, we get some more bombs back in return and then some flies. That's a pretty terrible investment. Or a pretty terrible return on our existing investment, but it is what it is. We can now go back and get all the money we left behind. And we definitely did have enough to get Steam Sale. Is it worth buying Steam Sale on a run like this? Yeah, I mean, if you're not doing anything else with it, it seems like it's fairly likely to be a good choice for you. I was gonna say, I thought we had a lot of options up here. We have to try. If there's 4 pots, we have to try. And a bomb traded into 2 cents is not horrendous. We don't really care about getting an arcade right now, so this is all like on the up and up. The last thing I guess would be, is this a curse room right here? If it is, okay, I'm not glad it's not, but simultaneously, now we have an excuse to save both of our remaining bombs. So I really, well, I mean, we could go to the curse room, and now that I think about it, that might be wise, because we could get 9 lives out of it, but we could also die on the curse room. It's a bit touchy. For now, I think we'll just go. I don't think you do anything that puts your own life in jeopardy. And if you're playing this seat along at home, which probably, you know, is what maybe 1% of you are doing right now, then please tell me if there's 9 lives in there. But don't lie to me. We built up a trust over thousands of episodes. Alright, Curse of Darkness, Burning Basement. It's probably the closest thing to forcing me to turn the gamma up that I could ever imagine. And yet... here we are. We're gonna do our darndest. This is a big floor. Not as big as some floors on Earth. There's some floors for different characters are in the game, though, because, like, there's very, very, very few deals with the devil we're gonna feel like we can take. 9 lives is a big one. Never mind, we have nothing to worry about on deals with the devil, which is unfortunate. Life goes on. You know what I'm realizing would be like a top 10 pickup for us right now? The clicker. I hadn't really thought about it because, you know, most of the time when the clicker shows up, you go, ooh, who invited the clicker? But in this case, I mean, it's taking you off of maybe the worst character in the game and giving you a chance to, well, I don't know, seize the day, I suppose. I figured you still check. This feels like a secret room for sure. Tinted rocks are a little less valuable as the keeper. It's quite a lot of money. Probably should have left some of it behind, but it's okay. I'm hoping, you know, piggy bank is kind of a big deal for us. If we can get to the shop, if there's a reroll machine, you know, it gives us a good opportunity to get piggy bank maybe by just doing enough rerolls. We're able to do enough rerolls to get piggy bank. We can take a deep breath. 9 volt helps out a great deal. It's a very common item, I think. Lots of money here as well. All right. It seems like a very good diplopia. To me, at least. Oh, swallowed penny. That's the trinket. That's the trinket we need. It doesn't guarantee us a win, but it helps out enormously. Okay, so we'll get an extra penny. We'll take PhD. Gives us a good pill. Take PhD for 3 cents. It gives us a good pill. Perks. Wheel of Fortune. I mean, it's fine. Everything's fine. Just make sure you got the right setup. We have Swallowed Penny. If we have Swallowed Penny, I don't want to say like we're destined for a win, but we're in a much, much, much better spot than we were in even like, you know, a minute ago. Whew, okay, decompressing. Realizing that this run is actually in a pretty good spot and getting ready to move onwards. Alright, that's ridiculous. We'll pick up all of the money except for like 1 cent. But why, by the way, you might be saying, well, why are you nervous then? Why are you still anxious? We've lost with Swallow Penny before. It's not that unlikely of a circumstance, but we're probably inching towards having like a greater than 50% chance to succeed now, which is pretty amazing as the keeper. Small rock, please. Although our speed is so low, maybe we don't want small rock. Yeah, I'm fine with this for now. If they drop a coin with Swallowed Penny into a location that's hard to get to, many enemies, creep, etc., and you can't get to it before your invincibility runs out, you might feel under the gun. You might say like, let's not get it now, let's get it later, and then it can lead you to some problems. Anyway, I would still, and it's 50% roughly, I would still love to see a deal with the devil here, just so that we could at least see what it has, have the opportunity to say no to it, and get deals with the angel with more likelihood in the future. But we'll see. For now, there's nothing to complain about. We got very lucky there as well. We'll take the card. Maybe it'll be a teleporter and we can get out of the chariot's also good here. So if I could take Brimstone, I would love to be able to take Brimstone. Just can't be done. So there's no use crying over spilt milk. I think we'll take Chariot over the Devil card. Even though I know you're looking at this cursed room. I'm a coward. I can't go to that cursed room. It scares me. What if there's enemies inside of there? And, well, I guess Swallowed Penny would be destined to pay out, but still. The Chariot. We should keep in mind, dude, like, here's the reason the Keeper's so annoying. And by the way, you're gonna hear me, I'm using my serious voice. It's because this is a serious game right now. This is for win 20 as the Keeper. And I've been talking for a week or two about how, you know, one day we're gonna roll the Keeper and we gotta prove ourselves. So there's a lot of my own personal identity is at stake on this one as well. So I want to give it my all. Don't do it. However, I totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh, no, why the Keeper, like, obviously the Forgotten is great. But, like, just compare and contrast, okay? The Keeper, is, you know, 2 HP. which is actually getting hit twice. It's horrible. The Forgotten, I forget how much HP he starts with, but it's like 9 HP, and the Bone Hearts count for 3 HP each. One Bone Heart is worth more HP than the Forgotten, or than the Keeper has to begin with. Well, okay. Like, if that doesn't put it in perspective, for someone who doesn't know why the Keeper's so hard, I don't know, like, maybe some people are watching this and going, it's probably not likely at this point in the game's lifespan. But maybe some people are watching this and they're going, I don't see what he's complaining about. Like, he's got triple shot. It seems like things are going pretty well. And the other thing I was going to mention, this is the original catalyst for this. Our deal with the devil gets squandered. Dude, thank God for those luck upgrades. Our deal with the devil chance gets squandered if we get hit once. As the Forgotten, it gets squandered when you get hit 3 times. Really makes you think. So, what are we lacking in this run? You might think that the smart answer is nothing. That's like a B answer, you know? If you were in my class and you said this run's got everything it needs, I'd give you a B. Because conventionally, you answered the textbook answer. You know, clearly you've done the required readings for the course, and I appreciate that. Not everybody does. But simultaneously, you got to think outside of the box a little bit. We need damage, obviously. We haven't got any damage so far. On any run, you're going to need rate of fire and damage in order to succeed over the baseline. And, okay. So far, so good. You know what I'm really thankful for? I can freaking see on this floor, unlike the last one. So I'm very, very thankful for that. Bob's Rotten Head? I don't think so, buddy. We also need a speed upgrade at some point. 0.85 will last us, well, basically no time at all. So the faster we could, you know, even get to 1 is fine. Dude, I don't know. This is tough. Cards are so valuable. And on a delicate run, I don't want to say, you know, we shouldn't see any of them. But we do have PhD. In fact, we have 2 PhDs. Gotta crack that. Shouldn't have done that, though. Okay, Blood Bag is a speed upgrade. That's huge. I think I am going to take this. And I'll tell you my reasoning very simply. I just love a one makes you larger pill. Who doesn't? No, my reasoning is very, very simple. If there's health upgrade pills, this allows us to take deals with the devil. It opens up a previously, you know, impossible part of the game that we can interact with. It's never going to get easier than this. We might as well just go for it. Very close. Again, it's not about the 9% deal with the devil chance, okay? It's about not having to go into panic mode when we get hit. And having to be like, where's the coin? And I gotta pick up the coin. And all of that has to happen within like less than 1.5 seconds. It's not a tall task until you consider that we have to do it right every single time. You know, to demand 100% perfection of any task is not reasonable. In short bursts, sure. Long term, eventually, you know, the coin's gonna drop in a bad spot. It's gonna be hard for us to get to it. Prevention is 10 times more valuable than cure. So please, Lord, tears up, damage up. Any of these, I'll accept. We're doing fine, but it's been a little slow, and the enemies are getting harder. Beautiful. Actually a beautiful option. Okay. Let's caffeinate a little bit. We have an item room and a shop still to go. And the shop is particularly valuable. A little spooky. The shop is particularly valuable because we have Steam Sale and an absurd amount of money. The item room, you know, I'm not going to besmirch its good name. Sure. Big chubby. It blocks shots, which I think is probably its defining role. Alright, what do we... You know, we can take it. What do we want from a shop? The same things kind of apply. There were enemies on that room before. I remember that room layout, so... maybe left, then? Yeah. I'm feeling sharp, weirdly enough. Doesn't always happen on Isaac runs. I thought that was an enemy. It was just my big chub. Running away from me. Very dangerous room. Let that be a lesson to you, know? Sometimes these rooms that seem very easy just take you by surprise. That's why you gotta keep your wits about you. Doesn't really matter if we get hit once, as long as we're in a position where we basically cannot be hit twice. I can hear you in my brain going, Ryan, there's no way you get hit enough to die on the curse room. Like, it's mathematically impossible. There could be 9 lives in there. You don't understand, okay? With the streak on the line, it's not implausible for one momentary slip-up, you know, to ruin 20 runs of inertia. No greed, please. Thank you. Okay, Nun's Habit is insanely great. We know that this is a one makes you larger pill, so we won't buy it. We will buy the bomb because we can afford it. And the stars. Okay. Amazing. Really just a very, very, very good setup. So Nun's Habit combined with 9 volt changes everything. We didn't get money. See you in hell. I never should have put myself in that position. Please just give me a coin. Now, I've learned, okay? That's all I'm going to say about that is I've learned that's not the right thing to do. I don't know why. I guess I thought, like, if I walked out quickly enough, then that would be the only thing that matters there. But should have saved the stars card. Would have been nice. It's not like we're doing anything with one makes you larger, so... But still, we got out of it. That's 3 floors down. Super early, but we did get damage on this floor. Stay cool, boys. Curse of the Blind. Very, very, very dangerous. This is the first time I think I've ever entertained this thought. Maybe it's not worth taking items on this floor. Very, very... Oh, you're not supposed to do it like that. Very, very rarely in my Isaac career have I ever thought that skipping items is the most valuable. Now, admittedly, what percentage of items would we consider not bad, but deleterious to our existing run? Not too many, right? Like 5%? 1 in 20 items actually makes your run worse? Even that might be like a little bit pessimistic. But if we were to get one of those items, it would be disproportionately catastrophic. You can make it. That's all blood bag, by the way. No blood bag, no dodge there. Okay. We should have a smile on our face right now. This is a big run potential. First off, Gertie is fairly simple. Much like the Keeper. Not necessarily easy, but simple. Not like a Sunday morning, like a Saturday morning. Just want to make sure, because there's some kind of nub back there that's hurting me. Or has the potential to hurt me. We get through this. There's a 34 roughly % chance we get to deal with the angel. We will not fight the angel statue unless the item we get from the angel is ridiculous. And I do mean ridiculous. Oh, you're all the way back here. But let's not count our chickens yet. We got to deal with the devil. We'll definitely take this. And it's HP plus luck. I'm going to go in. If it's Krampus, it's Krampus. Can't take it. Literally just... And for a 1 heart deal, maybe they're... No, they're not all 1 heart because we had Brimstone earlier. For a 1 heart deal, it's not takeable. It doesn't matter what it is. It can't be 9 lives. It can't be Judas's Shadow. As a result, it's not takeable. How's that for an inference? So I would give up on your dreams of boss rush. Not too likely. Don't take that yet. And again, we just gotta accept pretty much everything's going according to plan here. It would be nice to raise our damage stat. Our rate of fire is a problem, but that's, you know, triple shot makes that pretty much automatic. Like, our rate of fire may always be a problem. All we gotta do, you follow the Isaac flowchart to its logical conclusions. I would love to take Curved Horn. It's not impossible for us to do it. It's just unlikely. I have to think about this. Sincerely. And moreover, I'm getting into like the the mathematical minutia. I'm like, is this a Monty Hall problem situation? Like, does the existence of that reroll machine make it better for us to take the item, contrary to if there were not a reroll machine? I think the answer is yes, because if it's a spacebar item, we could pick it up, reroll it, and then have the chance to get a good item again. But there is also a chance to get a bad item, but... yeah, see, like, this is... and again, you might say, well, that's a fundamental misunderstanding of the Monty Hall problem. And I would be like, you know what, you got me. You got me pegged. I've had it explained to me many times. I do in principle understand that because they're offering you to switch to one of two doors, you're better off switching because your first choice was 1 and 3. Your second choice, by definition, is 1 and 2. Unless you chose the winning door the first time. I don't know, there's like a Riemann sum that happens over the course of it at some point. We will take this. I was just gonna say, there's basically no chance that turns out badly for us. The pill is still one makes you larger. I will buy all 3 keys. And I'm deciding that this is a who dares wins situation. I think we should pick up the item. What do we not want to see? My Reflection, Strange Attractor. To be honest with you, possibly Ipecac, Firemind, Data Miner. Well, we definitely do not want to see that. You're not wrong. Taurus. It's bad. It is. I would rather have not taken it, but it's not necessarily horrible. If we can get a few speed upgrades, this could actually be huge for us. But for right now, it is pretty terrible. Just leveling with you. Just being honest. But it's, again, if it's terrible, it's a mild terrible. As opposed to a massive terrible. Keep in mind, our speed down is really only going to apply for like the first 10 seconds of a room. After which point we should start going quickly. Or as quickly as we were before we picked up Taurus, at least. Tears Up is nice. Lemon Party is actually pretty useful. I do want both of those pills. I'll probably go for them eventually. We gotta be just very cautious. I'm fine with the greed fight, mostly because we knew at some point it was destined to happen. Might as well handle it now. It's quite a lot of money. You know what, just pick up the dime. You're unlikely to spend all this money anyway. You can grab all of this. Speed is kind of killing me. So just be cool here. What do we not like? One makes you larger is useless. I'm drowsy is okay. Well, all I'm gonna say is rip my chances of being able to do 2 Isaac runs before the NLSS today. That's okay. Patience is a virtue. Being methodical is a virtue. Neither of these are virtues that I've done a great job of representing. Another thing to keep in mind, and now that we have the battery, it should subtly change the way we play, I think. We can store 2 charges. Why not store 2 charges while we're at full HP? It gives us such a substantial chance of getting what we need. When we need it, I should say. So I think this is a very acceptable Lemon Party usage. I am so unconcerned about deals with the devil at this point. You could not, like, make me care less. Then, when you have 2 charges, like we do right now, you just use 1. So that you have 1 that can come up on the next, once you kill all the enemies. Curse of the Blind again, huh? Mom's Eyeshadow is totally fine. Not good, but not bad, like Taurus was. It's just, it's neutral. Okay. Terrible room for someone with low speed. But we've been to item room and shop. That means we have a chance to get out of this floor whenever we find the boss room, which should be shortly. And really, our hopes and dreams of a good item pretty much 100% entirely come down to the boss. controversially, I would love to not see the Fallen. Because I think the Fallen counters low speed pretty nicely. And you're like, NL, I've never heard you talk like that. What do you mean counters low speed? Like there's some kind of metagame going on here. Well, you see, the metagame doesn't really matter until you're playing a character that has 2 HP. Ah! Oh, no! From laughter to tears. What happened? Well, we got hit once. I'm not blaming it on Taurus. It's my fault. I walked into a fire that wasn't even hitting me. I freaked out because it was a beam. Subconsciously, I was like, a beam can hit you twice in one go. I moved north. Speed was higher than I anticipated. Walked into the fire. It's a bad way to die, but I'm still proud of our performance on that streak up until that moment. We're going to start back in the saddle again. Starting either at 6 a.m. or 3 p.m., depending on when this episode goes up. For now, thanks for watching. I apologize. This is a terrible way for the streak to end. But it wasn't... maybe it was. Maybe I should be not taking question marks in that situation. You know? Every single run raises our int stat by 1. Every single death, I should say. Eventually, we're going to be a 9999. And it'll match real life. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.